All right, so let's move along to season 2.
I'm excited. Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rosalie.
Season 2. Okay. Season 2 of Inferno. All right?
Yes.
Okay. First off, same questions. Physically, right away, with your eyes alone, right? Who would have went after? Eyes alone. Eyes alone.
Okay, you already know the tattoo. Well, at least for me, our tattoo boy. The
army boy.
Yeah, the one everybody's
Jin
at.
Young.
Oh,
Yes.
Jin Young.
Yes.
oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna call him Jin. Jin.
Yes.
So Jin. Okay.
Oppa.
Rosalie.
Oh,
Rosalie.
same.
I think Rosalie kind of gave it away. Rosalie, Jin for you too.
Yeah, but only physically, only because of the tat.
Yeah, physically. We're saying physically.
Yeah,
we're
only
saying
physically. Oh yeah.
All
But
right.
him and the Taylor boy for sure, because he is super tall, and I was like, sheesh.
Yeah.
I will like, because I'm tall, I was just like, oh, I will like be like feel more like petite with him.
You know that Taylor boy works for.
Yeah. He show it.
Yeah, he works.
You know
He works
what?
for Take. He works in the same store.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take is his. Jin Take is his boss.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And you know what?
Yeah.
I remember him, and if he had still his long hair, the Tat Army boy will be out, because the long hair was a turn on for me. Like seriously, she was hot.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked
long
it
hair,
all
tall.
about him. His everything.
Yeah, he is fucking tall though.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. Okay.
And for you, Kay?
Yeah, physically.
It would have been physically. It would have been Soki. It's a toss up. Soki would have been like.
Which one is
I
she?
don't know. Soki she's like the main girl that the pianist.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a toss up because it's a tie. Physically, I probably would have went after her because of the fact that
Makes
she's
sense.
just like.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
To be honest,
pretty.
she's
She's cute.
She's pretty
But
and
like-
natural. Like she doesn't smell plastic face. Even though she does, it's not like the YouTuber of season 1.
Yeah.
Like she's
agree.
popular, but like her features are very nice. Like I was just like, yeah, she is a pretty girl.
Yep.
Yeah. And then physically, the girl I would have went after would have been Sejong. She would have been the girl that like physically would have went after.
Okay.
Sejong, she's the one that like hasn't went to paradise
Oh
yet.
yeah.
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 But
poor-
she
The
is-
one that was on the beach
Poor girl.
You know
taking a
what?
tan.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
believe she
I
hasn't
don't-
been yet.
She's
Yeah, exactly.
in
She's
in
not my
American
fave.
standard. Yeah, in American standard,
Oh.
she would have been.
Oh,
She's hot
yeah.
in American
Yeah.
standard.
Yeah, she
in
is
American, though.
Pussycat Doll material. Like
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, she's hot. Like physically, I probably would have went after her
Yep.
physically, but like just face wise, I would have went after Soki because Soki has the cutest face out of all of them. Yeah, but it's Nadine's also would have been. Actually, no, Nadine would have been the second question. So
Oh, really?
after personality type, who would you girls go after? So let me start off first. So for me, yeah, it would have been Nadine
Oh.
because of the fact
I
that
like
like
Nadine.
here's the thing. Nadine and I can speak the same language.
Right.
And when you can communicate with the same language, communication is very important.
Yep.
And I don't want to get misinterpreted, just like the show. The show does this a lot from what I've noticed, right? And I feel like Q can understand this too, is that like, is that translation kind of gets mistranslated.
Yes. Totally.
Right? Like, you could tell because if you listen to Nadine speak in English
Yep.
and then you listen to the dub version,
Yep.
right? You listen to both. You'll notice that the dub version and her just the regular like raw audio, it's wrong.
Yep.
It doesn't match up. It's somewhat close to what she's saying, but it's not actually
Yeah.
correct because I understand English and I know what she's saying. So for me, it's like Nadine would have been a better match movie only because of the language part. Only because of the language
Right.
part. But after after reading like personality, it still would have been Sulky. Sulky's personality fits more of my type.
She's very easygoing, very
She's
like
easygoing, yeah. She's bubbly,
mm-hmm.
and then she would have been more attracted to guys my type. That I have a better chance with her than I did with the other girl. Because she likes the whole entire like mysterious, funny, and that type of personality. That I fit that more, and she's and like things that she doesn't understand and stuff like that. And a guy who doesn't pursue her. So like that because to me it's like that girls who understand that I won't pursue them, that you have to come to me instead, or after I laid down that like not like what like an attraction, I guess you kind of say. If you don't take the bait, oh there you go. If I lay down my fishing pole and I threw my fishing rod out and I lay down a bait, and if you don't bite it, that's as far as I'm gonna go. I already cast the damn fishing rod. Okay.
I see.
So yeah, so Sulky, it would have been Sulky and Nadine. Nadine only because we could speak the same language. That's it. Yeah.
What about you, Q?
It would still be the same guy. Because
really?
Yeah, I think because I don't think he actually is able to express all of who he is yet. And so I think what I love is the kind of mystery about him. So he's really sweet. Like, I think he's really nice the way he's like letting people down. And I think he also knows like a lot of the girls like him. That's kind of a given, I think. But I think I love the way he conversates, you know, with the girls. And he's like mature, but yet sweet at the same time. And then I just want to know, like, what's that other side? Like, I feel like there's another side that he hasn't been able to express yet.
Yeah.
Because he's not with the right girl yet.
Yeah, I feel like he is kind of like polite in a way that like, you know, like when he was talking with Nadine at the beach and the new girl just came in, he gives her really like clear hint that he didn't want her to choose him, and she still choose him. Spoiler alert.
Yes.
And
yes.
Like I like how he handled it during the dinner. Like he talked to her and it was just like, I really thought that you understood what I meant. Like, and the way he did it was very smooth. I appreciate it. Yeah. For my case, his personality, I don't like mixed signal, so I will be very confused with him. For me, I have three people. Okay.
Okay.
Which one? The first one is the one that gave a book to the girl to read.
Oh yeah.
For me,
fucking hate him.
No, you know what? I find him like it's the way that he talk. He is like really like, yo, I'm expressing myself. I don't expect you to reciprocate, but I want you to know. And it's okay. Like, I will not go against it. Like, it's just I need, and for me, that honesty take balls. And I'm just like, bro, that's what I like. And when they got the match, like the wrestling match in the mud, I was so surprised by him. I was just like, shit, okay, he really wanted, he put it so much. And I was very surprised. Like, I didn't expect, like, it surprised me of him. It depends on my mood, okay? Right now in my stage of life, I would prefer someone that like me more than I like them. You know what I mean? So, like, that kind of vibe, like, I feel like it was very nice. The second one will be the chef one. I find him super.
I like him.
Yeah. I like the
The thing is that like no one likes him. That's why I was like, oh no, not no one likes him. Like his personality. I'm saying like, what I noticed, no one chose him.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't understand why.
I like him. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him because like I feel it will be someone that will be able to make me comfortable and be fun to be with. Like I can laugh and joke about anything, and it will be like, and he can cook. Just that for me, win-win. Like, and the third one is the terror one. And for that is because I like how he take the lead of the situation. I really love the helicopter scene. When he hold her hand, I was just like, oh! And like, he keep like getting like more alpha vibe in a way that like he will cut her stuff without her telling him to do it. And he will like show and express himself very clearly without like confusion, and he will keep to it. I think that's my vibe right now, mental state, like the kind of guy that is a simp, but like not in a cringe way, like very manly, a gentleman, you know?
All three of those guys are totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So we just
They're
need a
all
mix
very
of
different.
those.
So you wanna like mix them all up and then create the perfect being.
Yeah, exactly. That look like the army boy.
Wait. Who's your top pick out of all of them?
The top pick?
Like, you can only pick one.
Like
If I put a gun to you right now, I'll be like, Rosaly, pick one out of the three.
Okay, pick one out of the three without seeing the two last episode. That sounds so cringe, but the one that give the book. Like for now,
I knew you were gonna say him. I knew you were gonna say him.
To be honest, it's not about his look. It's the way that is like if.
Well, yeah. We're not talking about looks. This is all about who would you match with.
Yeah, exactly. I just like how like he told her like I want to go to paradise with you and no one else, and I'm gonna do it. And the way he fight, I was just like, oh shit, like I never expect him to be strong. I'm gonna be honest, I never expect him to be strong. Yeah. And the fact that he like the both of them went out, and I was just like, bro. Yo, that will change my mind completely of like, oh, this guy have goal and can reach it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's for me, it's really impressive, and I really respect people that express themselves clearly without shame. Like for me, I'm like this. Like if I have feelings, I cannot hold them, and I will see it without like I can see myself in them in a way. You know, just being able to express it, not like pushing the other person to feel the same way. Just be like, yo, just to let you know, I feel this way for you and I like it. And I was reading this. That makes me think of you. Read that. Whenever you want, read it. But just to let you know, hey, I'm here. I'm going to win the other contest. We're going to go to paradise. You're the one that I'm choosing. I like that kind of affirmation.
Yeah.
Like, I find it very manly, but I didn't saw on the, like, first episodes. Like, I feel it came up very strong the two last episodes I watched. Like, 7 and 8.
Yep, I agree with you. That is so funny. I want to say, I think that poor Nadine kind of has what's against her is the fact that she's Korean American. You know, so she speaks more English than Korean. And I think that, her and the doctor, like, I mean, you know, they had so much in common, but I don't really know who he likes, really. And then...
we know who he likes. He likes Soki.
I don't know
we know who he likes.
Does yet, because I don't know if he's going to choose
He does.
her
It's just that, like, he does. It's just, like, the way he's relaying it to her is getting like, she's taking it as, like, you're looking out for me at like an older brother.
Right, but see, that's just it. Maybe he's considering, I don't know. To me, I'm not sold that that's the one he wants yet. I don't know who he wants, but
he stated it.
But I will
He stated it because right before the wrestling match, he says, let's make a deal that whoever says that if Soki doesn't go to paradise, I get to talk to her.
Oh, I didn't even, well, I don't know, like, but he didn't I don't think he's come out and said that that's who he wants yet. Not like episode 1, I mean, season 1, where like Jin was like, I know, like from jump, he was already.
I thought he liked the girl that is like, I think like long brown hair that he went to paradise with. I thought it was the one that he likes.
Not Soki, the other one.
Yeah, the other one that is kind of popular. Like, she's kind of like top 2. She is like, you know, when Zoe was Zoe had a crush on him, right? And she went to talk to her, like, who I should bring on Paradise. And she was like, you should follow what makes you the most happy.
Yep.
That girl.
Yep. Okay.
I thought he was into that girl first.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Yun?
Oh yeah.
Yun. Yeah.
Sorry, I cannot see because I'm on my phone and away from the
I
PC.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the fact that when I found out he was a fucking doctor, I was like, Jesus, that shit's OP.
Oh,
That shit. I was
plastic surgery?
When Toki went with him, and then like you find out that he's a doctor, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a doctor. What?
Yeah, that was like a shock. I would have never guessed he was a doctor, and wouldn't never guess that Nadine was going into med school either.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Like I would have never guessed that.
For the same thing too, yeah. For the same thing. And I was like, damn,
that's
this
crazy.
is a fucking full ass. You have a whole ass doctor as a candidate, but then she's like, I don't know, this military mysterious guy. He's like the more of her that she's like leaning towards more.
Everybody, I'm sorry, but most of the girls like him, and I don't.
You know what?
He hasn't even really said who he likes yet.
Yeah, and I hate that. I hate that vibe.
He's gonna wait till the very end.
I hate that. I hate that those kind of. You know what? I hate those kind of guy, like because I'm still attracted to that kind of vibe, and it's so toxic. I'm just like, bro. I'm just like, why? That's why I don't even want to think about this. I'm just like, yo, boy, you're so.
Yeah, I could tell who he likes already.
Who do you think?
It's not that difficult.
But it's the way he acts with everyone. Like,
yeah, I can't tell. I don't think, like, if I was there, if I was one of the girls, I would not, even being there, I wouldn't be able to tell who he really likes because he's just kind of surface right now.
It's the way he behaved in Paradise that tricks me. I'm just like
the one that he likes the most is the one that every guy usually try to go after. Because usually guys like him has a sense of pride, especially being military. So he likes Soki, and you could tell because of the fact that like he noticed Soki is being sought after. So it builds a sense of value towards her. So he feels as if he wins her over, it's a sense of achievement for him.
I don't know.
But she is so into him. She is so wet for him. Like during like the whistling, like she wants him so bad, like, and I love that. Like, I love to see, like, her reaction, even though that I feel sad because, in a way, she was chosen first to go to Paradise with him, and it was just based on look, and I feel it was, like, trying to catch her. Like, the way he played in the pool, I was just like, that's not, like, even with friends that are male, like, they don't act this way with me, and ignore me afterwards, right? But like he went and he had the same way the second Paradise night with the new girl, and I was just like, oh no, he must be kidding. Like he's just playing to have fun.
No, that wasn't his choice though. You gotta remember that.
No, that wasn't his choice. I just mean
she's talking about how he is. Whether he's or not, like he's pretty. He's still pretty like kind of nonchalant, and then that's why I said I personally don't see that he's really gravitating yet towards any female yet.
That's what I was gonna get at because of like all his moves that he has done, because he watches what he says with the other girls, and then with men he basically straight up rejected her with men. No matter, that's the way he did it. He framed it around, The way he framed it around, it's just he's just trying to protect her feelings at the same time. Right. With Nadine, he's just saying that he has a lot of fun being around her and stuff like that. But as far as anything goes when it comes to attraction, like he usually gets chased after, but with Soki, he actually chases her. But it's just that you guys don't see that because he's very introverted. So he kind of just like, if the opportunity happens, he'll go after her if he notices that she's free. But if she's not free, he won't bother because he always initiate every single conversation with her.
But
come here, come help me clean. Come here. I was like, oh, did you have fun today? Then he'll go sit in front of the camp and talk to her. The tent and talk to her. And then the other part was that he told all the other girls that like he wants to get to know and talk to other people first. But the moment when Soki walked past by him, he's like, hey, Soki, and then he walks off with her. So that's not a new girl. He already had a conversation with everyone else, but he just went after her. Meanwhile, every other girl chases after him, which
Mm,
which usually it's like always like a triangle for guys. It's like
yeah.
we want to love the ones who don't love us, and then the one who that we want to love someone else. It's always a triangle, right? So for him, that's most likely gonna be the scenario for him. He's gonna end up leaning more towards Soki because that's the one he actually chases after. I can tell how he chases after just because of how his conversation is with her
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to everyone else, right?
Yeah.
And he like this I don't know how to describe it. It's just too easy for me to tell for that she's most likely the one that he's most likely gonna pick.
Mm,
He will pick.
but in my,
Unless
like, I'm trying to put myself, like, if I was there,
Yeah.
and even though he's hot as fuck, like, he's a 10 out of 10. Maybe he has a little pee-pee, we don't know. But I will, like, stop chasing him. Like, seeing all, I will, like, I don't want a man that get all the attention of the girls, you know? I want, like, so I will go with the quiet more, like, that, like, for me, it's a turn off,
The one
basically.
that everybody isn't chasing.
Yeah,
You'll
exactly, because I
gravitate
prefer,
towards.
yeah, because for me, first, I'm not a competitive person, so, like, it's hard, like, I will not be the kind person to fight for a man, like, I will be like, okay,
Yeah.
girls, let's, tell me the
No.
details after, like, I don't mind, but I'm not playing. So I think that's why it's a turn off. This guy is a turn off for me because of that. That's why, like, I just remind myself, like, when I was in high school or college, like, I was never attracted to the popular boys because I was just like, ugh, like, everyone is after him. Like, why? Like, what is, I don't see, like, it's like I don't see why everyone is after that person, right? So I'm very excited to see him opening up more because I feel it's unfortunate that he arrived so late at the game because he was a game changer of the
He
season.
was. He really was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he put, the
Turned it
job was,
180.
yeah, exactly. And lucky for that. Like I said to Kay earlier, I was just like, bro, without him, season 2 would have been so boring.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
it would be so awful.
he created the initiative like out of all the
Mm-hmm.
series, majority of the time girls never chase after guys, and I could tell they don't highlight this much, but like it is actually very hard to tell. No, really hard to do. It is really hard to do for a female to switch shoes. Females are not used to chasing after guys.
Right.
There's not a lot of females that are like that. Females, if anything, they're designed to attract. They do things to attract the guys, right?
Right.
And then the guy, technically, the guy is supposed to pursue or chase after the girl. But
Mm-hmm.
in this case, in Jin's case, it's the opposite way. So now females are now taking more initiative to chase after the guy. Well, in this case, this is one guy, a really
Yeah.
powerful guy.
So you were saying earlier in this that if our tap boy, our army dude, did not show up, this would have been boring. Because the first, I was like, "What? This is like not as good as season
Yeah.
one at first." And
Yeah, when he came in,
yeah,
he
it just blew
basically
everything
made
out the water.
he basically made the girls to start taking initiative because the girls wasn't really approaching.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said they really needed to highlight how difficult it is for the girls to like for a girl to approach. And then when he came in, he didn't force the girls to approach, but girls started approaching
Yeah.
because of the fact that like because of the fact that he doesn't approach them.
Right.
So like they knew that the only way to get him is to actually chase after him, or else he ain't gonna bother doing it. Uh, and then for which made the guys vice versa, it made the guys started panicking more and started taking initiative because if they don't secure their girl, he's just gonna snatch up all of them
He'll
by
have
the end
all
of
the
it.
choices.
Yeah, yeah, and that's basically how he came in and disrupted everything. Because even the new candidates, when they came in, they didn't even do a dent yet.
Yeah.
I know that is midway, but even midway, they no one even really even talked about him much, other than Zoe like being happy now that she has a potential like partner instead of having all these friends in there and
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Mm,
Other than that, but like Min, like no guy was even interested in Min because the
mm.
guys are like, oh yeah, we gotta, it's just another girl for fucking Jin. It's just like this is like the Jin show now. This is what it's all about. It's all about Jin.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard. I would say as I was watching this, now that we're in season 2, one, I can't wait for the ending. I can't wait to see who they all choose. But I started thinking about like what this does for like people who are dating. Like, do you think people will step up? Like girls will start to be a little bolder. I think Nadine was pretty bold, and then our boxer girl from season 1 was pretty bold.
Yo, you
But
know who
yeah,
people were backlash on her. Like, but Zoe was pretty bold, I feel. Like,
yeah,
she
Yeah.
went
So was
out.
bold.
Yeah, and
yeah.
for me, she's the one that I can relate the most of because I'm mostly the one that will take initiative to say like how I'm feeling and stuff like that. And if
Mhm.
I'm having a crush, I'm always gonna be like the one to step in
Yeah.
and to be a little bit like her. And I was very mad when like the host of the show were like kind of like cringing about this, and I was just like, bro, she's just telling how she feels, super like in a gentle way, and without to make it clear that like, yo, I know you don't feel the same, I understand, but I need to like feel the way I'm feeling, and it will go away. That's fine. Let's just be friends. Like it was super mature and super like direct without going around the bush, right? And I felt like why are they blaming her for having feelings? Like she's not playing games. She's there to find love, and she's going. She has a crush on someone, and it was not like the same for that guy. But can she heal on her own fucking pace and like let her
Mhm.
deal with her shit? At least she's not trying to avoid anyone. And like I was very like, wow, that girl is me,
Mm.
100%. Sometimes she's
That's
just
good.
Even
very.
like basically like said that like, can we be friends for the remaining days that we live? Just
Mm,
to be like, just not to fuck up the whole camp vibe. I mean, Inferno vibe.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, let's just stay friends while we're here. But she basically got rejected and still try to keep it like, friendly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like the way she got rejected, for sure, it's hurtful. But like, I like the fact she's
That dude
not
was a
like
lying sack of shit, man. I'm
Who?
sorry. Like, no, I'm not even sorry. That dude was lying. Like, the way he framed his words,
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
dude,
I
what
was
the
just
fuck,
like,
man?
it could
Just tell
just.
her that
Exactly. But I was so proud of how she dealt with it. She was like crying out elsewhere to not get the attention. Like she was not like,
yeah,
I'm
off
crying
camera. She
because,
cried off
yeah,
camera.
exactly. And I was just like, oh wow, that's very nice. Like she's not here to get the attention, to kind of get the boys to take care of her or stuff like that. She was just like, yo, the way he act is not what it was saying to me. So
Mm.
it's hurtful. Like, how can you be dishonest? And I'm pretty sure that was not his goal. He just didn't know how to do it without hurting her. But in any way, it will hurt. So it's better to
Yeah.
just go like, hey, I'm not interested in you, instead of like, yo, I want to talk to other people.
I'm laughing because I remember the scene of like when they went into the cafeteria after the Taylor guy came in.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this girl's on the prowl. She's attacking like crazy. She's like, I put your jacket over there.
But is it
You need help?
attacking or just
Oh,
being
pour the water
nice?
out.
Like,
Yeah.
like I was just like the way she was saying, like telling him, it was not like flirty. She was just like, hey, if you need anything, like I'm
She was trying to make him
here.
feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. What I feel is correct because he arrived super late. I was just like, bro, this dude is so late in the game. That's sad. It's almost like the end. So
I call him the sleeping vampire.
Wait, you call who that?
The Taylor boy.
Oh.
Taylor boy from Jintae's shop.
Oh.
yo,
On the vet. This motherfucker's like always sleeping. Fucking like, oh,
He
you guys,
is
I'm gonna just
sleeping
go to
all the
sleep.
time.
you know what? I love the way he gave up the game. He was just like, okay, guys, and he was
Yeah.
just
He's like, yeah, I give up. Just take me out.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, fuck this.
But I understand though. Yo, that match was wild. That episode, I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah. Jin was like he attacked everyone. That's how you can tell how strong he is. He attacked everyone.
Yeah, because
everyone
no
was like
one
on the defensive
knows.
side. He
Yeah.
just attacked and attacked and attacked. Because by the time he had to face fucking what the fuck's the other kid name? John Woo. By the time he had to face John Woo, he was already exhausted from attacking everyone. So like if he would have went after John Woo right away, he would have knocked him out instead. But he didn't.
He went after. He attacked. You're right. It was good to see.
Yeah, he attacked everyone.
That was so good.
Yeah. That's how you can tell like the difference of how strong he is compared to like everyone else.
Yeah, yeah, and the competitiveness of the male compared to like season 1 was so much like stronger. I was just like, bro, they are savage.
Yeah.
His first scene was like, I remember posting an Instagram story about like his first scene about like when he had to do a tug of war with the 3 guys.
Oh, that took 3 seconds. That was so hot.
I was like, this guy's not saying anything. And that, even he shocked me when I saw him like just ended it in like 5 seconds. I was like, Jesus, what the fuck? I was like,
that cocky vibe, I think that's what charmed most of the girls. That right? Like just being cocky as fuck and having balls. I was just like, damn, that's hot. That's attractive in a way. But for me, right now, it's still a red flag. I'm just like, no, calm the fuck down.
You said it's still a red flag.
He wasn't cocky though. He's just naturally strong though, if you think about it.
Yeah. But like the way he dropped,
he was definitely confident and
He's really cocky, just dropping the fucking flag, be like,
and that's good. Like it's good to see that.
Yeah.
Because the other guys were kind of like, what's really gonna happen?
They were caught by surprise. It's like they get a finger in their butt without knowing. Like they were just, that's where you were going? Shit.
Watching all of them look at each other like, who's gonna like start? I could see why. He just was like, fuck it, here we go. Let's just do this. It was good. He's definitely confident. He's got kind of a confidence that he doesn't verbally talk about. He kind of shows.
Yeah, well, he's military. Military, you don't show off that you're stronger than the other guy. So, you kind of just do as you're told. So, but yeah, he's definitely gonna be. Well, no, he is already, as you could tell, like the main one every girl's gonna go after. He's
but did you see like on TikTok? I saw a lot of like his
tribal
like
tattoos.
Kind of. No, not just that, but like some clip of his YouTube stuff. And what I like about him is very goofy and he is not afraid of make people laugh at him. Like he was doing some weird shit, like really being goofy on cam. And I was just like, that's a fucking vibe that I wish we can see that kind of side of him, because that would make him more human, like less perfect.
Yeah, he's you gotta remember he's like a new student. So once he opens up, he's not really much of a mystery.
But the way that like there's one scene that cracks me up, and I really like 2 scenes of him that cracks me up. When like first time to get in paradise, like the girl was like, you don't pick up my bags. And he was like, do you want me to pick up my bags? And she was like, no, that's fine. So he said, okay, so take care of your bags. And he walked off and I was just like, bro, that's so good. Because like, if she wanted to fucking have him taking care of the bag, it was like, could you bring my bags with you, please? Like, it's very heavy. But she was like, the kind of question that like, it's a little bit manipulative in a way, like, and I was just like, that's so good. But the way in Paradise, when he faced the mirror, that was so funny. And that kind of shit makes me laugh. Like, I like goofy people.
Yeah.
And I find like, we don't see him enough being like that like free spirit goofiness of him, because I feel like he's a lot like this too.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also in that I'm kind of just, this is that whole we're dating or I'm trying to put my best persona forward type of thing. You know how that goes. We see the best up front, and then after you get to know them, it's like, I don't know if I like that part of you, or dang, why didn't you show me that before, right? Type of thing. And I think he's kind of like taking it kind of careful a little bit because he already knows. Like, how do you
think the
not
girls are
know?
looking into it way too much. I think he's actually very simple-minded. To be honest
Yo,
with you,
he's
he's
so
very
comfy. I love
simple-minded.
this.
I don't think he's simple-minded.
If you look
I
at it,
think
like
he's
he's actually
slick.
very
I don't think he's
simple-minded and he's very
simple-minded.
nonchalant. I don't think he's actually kind of acting the way, like planning of how he acts. Like he just wants to kick back, relax. Like he's a very chill type of like surfer type
He
of
is chill.
personality, and like he's more of like a very not reserved guy, but it's more the fact that he's very like the way he processes everything is very simple. So like I think that like girls are trying to look into it so much that they like he has a lot of deeper meanings to him, and then like he has a lot of onions. But when I look at him, it's like he's just a regular dude. Like he just like it's just that the way that because he doesn't express himself so much like an onion, that there's not much layers to peel off, but girls add layers on top of it, trying to dig deeper into it.
Oh, okay.
That's the way that I look at him as, is that I don't think he's mysterious. I think he's just very simple-minded. And his very simple-minded guys accidentally causes a mystery factor to people because of the fact that, like, it's not that they're not opening up much. There's nothing much to open up, and you're just forcing things out that there's nothing there.
Oh.
Like if you ask him, like, what do you think about cheating in a relationship? He's like, oh, it's wrong. That's it. You see what I mean? Like he knows that. Like,
it'd be
but he won't
interesting
be
to know
like,
if that's really like if what your perspective is, if that's really who he is, like because based on like even seeing him on YouTube, like you said, there's a total like other side to him. But I kind of feel like with anybody, whether you're guys or girls, unless you have something kind of to talk about, there's not a lot to talk about, right? So like a lot of the girls I think a lot of the girls on season 2 are kind of like inexperienced in the sense of having like really deep conversations at all. And it would have been nice to see in season 1 and season 2 to see deeper conversations happening, because if you look at this like with the dating scene, and there's a lot you could learn from this. One, who would you be like and how and why? Or would you be a little bolder? Would you not? Would you keep a lot to yourself, or would you not? But it's funny to watch it in action because it is true. That's how it starts, right? Like with a relationship. Like, damn, should I talk about this? Should I not? Like, what do you want to know? Hoping someone will ask a question that will like spark that conversation type of thing.
because to me, what kind of gave it away for me was the fact that like when you ask the guys what type of girls you want, right? You notice the guys they talk about personality traits in there. Notice that every guy did. When you ask Jin, Army guy, well, what did he state? I just want a girl who's cute, and pretty. That's all he said. He didn't say a single personality trait. He just said, a girl who's cute and pretty.
I don't even remember that part.
Yeah, that was like, to me, it was like,
at least he's
so
honest.
that gave, yeah, no, it's not that he's honest. It's like that gave it to me already that like he doesn't know what he wants in a partner. Because only people who has been dating, such as like all three of us here, like we'll start to name traits. You see what I mean? If I ask Rosaly, if I ask you, Q, you're gonna name traits to me right away. Right. Not a single one of you would name to me that he has to be tall, dark, and handsome. You know what I mean? Yeah. For an example. But because I bet you he hasn't dated much, which makes, I'm not trying to offend him, I'm just saying because he's military,
but
he doesn't have time. Yeah, so to him, his answer would be like that because he hasn't went through emotional issues and concerns when it comes to relationship much. So to him, his answer is very simple. It's like, oh, I don't know, you're supposed to date a girl who you're attracted to if she's pretty and cute. Like, you get it?
Yeah.
He doesn't know any red flags yet because he doesn't have much relationship experiences.
Or that really is all that
That's
he
what gave it
wants.
away for
He
me.
just wants a cute, pretty
Huh?
girl.
Maybe
That
it's
could be
just
the
a
other
fuck boy.
military
Well, no,
mindset,
because
you know?
that's a generic answer every guy's gonna say. He wants a pretty or a cute girl. Because of
Yeah, yeah.
course, like, yeah,
Well,
Mm.
not everybody's looking for something deep, like Rosalie said for season one. I mean, sometimes you're just in it because you just want somebody cute and pretty just to have sex with. I mean, you never know. He could be that type, and we don't know that yet.
Like, I feel this season is more like to get popular than getting like getting
definitely,
Yep, I
yeah
totally agree.
yeah.
Yep.
Because of like Zoe's an actress, and she already starred in a few films. I don't know
yeah
if you guys know that.
in
Zoe's
a
already,
series. Yeah.
yeah, she already starred in a few films. Jin, the military guy, he's a YouTuber. And then the other girl who owns her own basically clothing line,
Yeah.
basically. She's also a model.
Nadine's
And
at
then
Harvard. I mean, it's like,
Nadine doesn't need the publicity. I feel like she's in it
yeah.
because of like, I guess you can kind of say like she's already in it for an experience, right? Because to her, she just wants to experience more of her culture. That's why she wanted to go in it, for her. But they picked her not because of what she wanted. They picked her because of like just aesthetic. Like she's very exotic, I guess you can kind of say. Well, to Koreans, she's exotic. So they're like, oh, she's an exotic girl. Let's put
And
her in
she's
it.
the tallest one, right? Out of all the girls in season 2. Isn't she? I
Yeah.
feel like she is.
Season 2, she's one of the tallest. But the guys, the guys when they pick them, it's like I wouldn't say it's publicity for them, but it's more the fact that like the guys is like it's straight up aesthetics. It's like
It's
they
straight
pick
eye
the
candy.
guys straight
That's
up,
it.
yeah, straight up aesthetics. Because when it comes to personality, you could tell a majority of them don't have personality. No offense to them, really, but it's more like, come on, how do you like half of the stuff? I get that it's a Korean culture and the whole respect aspect of it all, the aspect of being like respectful and that you're not used to approaching girls and stuff like that. I get like that's the Korean culture and all that stuff. But if you threw like a fucking American Kevin Nguyen in there, throw like 2 Kevin Nguyens in there, right? That whole entire place would just be a fucking like a fucking EDC or a fucking water festival or fucking like a rave for them. They're like, oh, we got fireworks. Let's put some fireworks. Let's put some music on. We'll make music. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, she's hot. Let me just walk up to her. It's like, girl, you want a drink?
Yeah, it would have been nice to
Well,
have
ice
like an
water.
American Korean guy on here because they had a Korean American
Totally.
girl. Because that would have
Yes.
definitely brought a different vibe to those guys. And
A
then you see the
balance. Yes.
different cultures because it's so different when you're Korean growing up here versus like Korean growing up in Korea. Like there's so much
Yeah.
more, even
They're,
though
they're a
Nadine's
lot more
trying,
reserved, more
but she's
respectful.
also just
Yeah.
extremely East Coast. Like you could totally tell. Like she's trying to
Yeah.
respect, but at the same time she's kind of like, I talk a lot of English. I mean,
Mm.
Oh, but I felt so fucking bad for her when that girl chose fucking Jin
oh my
again.
gosh, I
I felt
know.
Oh
so
yeah.
fucking bad for
I
her.
did too, because she
I
was
was
showing
like,
that she was really trying, and she was so broken. Oh my gosh, I was so
yeah,
just
he was trying to keep her away. He's like, let me get a shot at him. Let me
yes,
get a shot at him. It's
yes,
like, no, go pick someone else.
yep,
And it's like, this was her only
yep.
chance. And then fucking like, she's like, oh, fuck it, I'll just go and choose
I
someone
thought
else.
I was horrible. I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
that was messed up.
yeah.
So
I felt so,
what
like, her
what
look, oh
are
my God.
who you wish to see finish the season? Like who would be like the couple you wish to see finishing together?
Oh, I know
I
this
definitely
won't.
want to see Dongwoo with
Go
sorry.
go ahead, Kay.
I definitely want to see Dongwoo with the girl that he originally picked out to be because he's very like can't get swayed. And be with her, and then those two didn't interact with anyone else, so no foot will get stepped over if those two be together. Other than Zoe, but Zoe had already I want Zoe to be with the Taylor guy because he doesn't see a friendship; he sees things romantically. Oh, I definitely want Zoe to be with the Taylor guy. Plus, they like each other. I want to see the doctor end up being with the bikini model. Yeah, like, dude, come on. She's like she's like single too. You're both single, and she's
She
there
might
just
need more
chilling.
plastic surgery. You could do that for her.
Yeah, something. Yeah, like, I
Yeah.
guess because if those two end up together, it's not gonna hurt
I
anyone.
mean,
You know what I
she got to
mean?
keep her career
Yeah.
up.
hmm as far as the new, but the two that I know you're really interested in is obviously Soki and Jin, right? I want to see Jin. I would preferably want to see Jin end up with Soki,
Really?
and Soki end up with Jin because of the fact that like the reason why I want those two to be together is the fact that like she hasn't admitted it, but no matter how much she wants to wrap her fingers around it, she has feelings for him. You can tell because you can tell by many factors because of the fact that like
Our
no matter
buddy.
how many times she tries to avoid it, and then like her heart keeps calling out for him. And it's just like by emotions and already it's like you would be ideally better off with him than you would be with a guy who has all these like strong feelings for you that you don't even like. I think that dude outside in this world he would have ended up being friend zone. If you come on to a girl like that, you would have sending poetry and all that stuff. Like, no, dude, you were there comforting her and all that stuff. You're just gonna end up being friend zone. In my opinion, that's because that if a girl's not attracted to you in that way, they'll just attract you as a strong, comforting, best friend guy vibe. Like you're gonna end up being like that because you don't even like. It's not the fact that you respect it. That's why you didn't pressure her much or whatever. But it's like if you don't apply any pressure to the girl and stuff like that, and talk about your feelings towards the girl much, and you kind of keep it like very indirect like that, a girl's not gonna build attraction to you like
Yo,
that.
but he
She'll put
was
you in a friend
very
zone.
direct though.
He wasn't direct. Direct is
Oh,
telling the girl that I like you, hey, and
he,
stuff like that.
I thought
he
he
Yeah,
told
did.
her.
that's
He
direct.
did.
Yeah, he
Didn't he?
told her.
Yeah, he told her.
Yeah.
No,
She
he
just
told her.
didn't
He told her indirectly
reciprocate that.
through poetry, but
No,
then
no,
he
no.
didn't
But
make her.
No,
after
he
that, they
verbally
had a
told her.
talk. Yeah,
Yeah,
they have a
because
talk
That was
and they
that
sit
was in
down.
the that was in the tent after she told him that she wanted to bring him to paradise. After she validated how she felt
it
towards
doesn't
him.
matter. Like he did tell her. Like he told her.
Yeah,
Like
he did tell her.
I think it's
Yeah.
whether or not she wants to go there with him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I think, you know what I feel? And I'm gonna sound so disgusting, but I don't fucking care. Right now, for her, it depends of what her pussy wants. And we saw she getting wet just thinking about the Harmony Boy. Like, you can see her being just the way, like, all her body tells,
yeah,
like, fuck me bad,
Yeah.
daddy. Like,
She
right.
can't concentrate
yeah.
when she's around.
So, yeah,
She can't even
Yeah.
exactly.
put her words together. She doesn't know what to say. It's like she could barely even talk to him.
Yeah.
That's why he
Yeah,
was making
because
that
you
joke
see
about like,
her,
how
she
come you
wants
can talk?
him
Yeah,
naked on her.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
like that's why Jin was saying that like, how come you could talk to him for like straight days, but when you're with me, you don't say anything, right?
Uh-huh.
Like
and
he doesn't
she's
get it.
like,
He was like,
and she's
that's
like,
because she likes you. She gets
yeah,
nervous around you, you idiot.
exactly. She's
Like,
like,
yeah,
daddy, make
but like,
me talk. She's like, make me talk, daddy.
yeah, that's why I was like, she's better off with Jin
Yeah.
because the other guy, I think she's better off being like keeping him as an emotional support. That's basically how I look at it. He's an emotional support. He's not boyfriend material. He's emotionally supportive. I give him that. Emotionally, he's good emotionally as emotional support. But if you don't have the spontaneous random factor that Jin can provide, right, where your life is not always a set in stone white picket fence type of life, right? Then you're gonna get bored out of it being with Mr. Set in Stone, very emotional support type of guy. You need to have, like I said, you need to have a little bit of toxicity in order for a relationship to be healthy. Because if it's too mundane, too repetitive, you're gonna end up being bored of your relationship quick because you're gonna fall in love way too fast. And when you fall in love way too fast, you run out of love. Like that phrase that I just said, you had to live it to know. Because like I've been there before where I fell in love way too fast, but by the time like after 6 months of being with that person, it was just love, love. That's it. There was no toxicity, no spontaneousness.
No
There's like nothing.
toxicity.
And I was like I guess you kind of like you gotta have like some random
You're
factors
like, I
to it, but
need
there was like nothing
something
random. Like I would
toxic.
know how she wakes up, where she goes to work, what she eats, and stuff like that. What are we doing? I know like we're supposed to celebrate New Year's. It's just repetitive over and over and over. But
Isn't
there's
that
nothing
kind of
fun
like the
about her.
ultimate goal of a relationship, though? That, you know, you kind of get to a
Yeah, because like
comfort
that
zone,
even applies. Yeah,
routine.
that yeah, that even applies to like the sex life too. Like to him, I bet you like he's a fucking missionary type of dude. He's just gonna fuck a missionary because he
Yeah.
respects her.
Hey, the quiet
But with
one,
Jin,
quiet one's the worst
Jin's gonna
one.
fucking break this girl
The
back. I'm
quiet
telling you,
ones
he's
can
gonna
be the
fucking
worst
break her
ones.
back.
And the quiet ones
This
can be
dude,
some of the biggest freaks. So be careful. Be
yeah.
careful. I'll just
Yeah,
say it.
Jin, like, she can't even read his mind. He'll probably pull out fucking 50 Shades of Grey and add like another
I feel like
100
that's
to
a
it.
stereotype because I think Jin has that look, that persona. I don't know if he's really like that. I think personally, I don't think Jin wants a relationship, and I think these are the only two that I can see. Like everybody else, I'm not sure who's going to be with who. But the doctor, to me, I don't know. Like he's kind of blah. Like his character and everything's kind of it's kind of I don't know. It's nothing pops really for me. With Jin though,
Doctor?
I think Jin
The
and
doctor with
Nadine don't
Nadine?
want like a relationship, and I think they would have fun together. And I don't think that Jin really is on here to have like some kind of deep one. And I think Soki is she is, and I think she would get hurt if she's not with somebody who will give her like worship the ground she walks on, pretty much. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think she's really trying to look for something deeper. I don't think Jin's there for anything deeper. I think he's just kind of like Nadine, where they're kind of like, hey, let's see what this is about, type of a thing. But yeah, like I wouldn't want to see Soki get hurt, you know. And I'm not saying Jin would hurt her. I just don't think that they're a lot of them. Jin and Nadine don't seem like they're
I
there
think he
for
will
anything
break her.
serious. I don't think they're there for anything serious. And I think that what you're saying is a typical stereotype. Just looking at Jin, that's everybody's automatic thought. He's gonna be like this bad boy, like he's got bad boy persona, and he's gonna just hit it like ain't nobody else hit it before,
Not
and
bad
all
boy.
that.
Not bad boys, but it's more the fact that he's inexperienced and wants to have fun and be goofy. Guys who are like that are very playful in bed.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know about
So
that
like,
because Jin is
because guys who
he's
are
got that
very
look.
sweet and yeah, guys who are very like sweet and romantic type, they're very boring in bed. They're very boring.
Depends.
I think it depends.
Depends on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally
it really
depends.
Yeah.
depends.
It totally depends.
But to me, the goofy type who makes perverted jokes and like very open with their sexuality and stuff like that. Um, like a more that type of personality, they're most likely going to be more spontaneous.
I
It
don't
depends who's
know.
taking the lead.
I think it
Yeah,
totally
it
depends.
depends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it
I
totally
think
depends.
it's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because
but
sometimes that
but
type, they put
we're
it
talking
all out
about in
front,
bed though.
you know?
Yeah, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about in bed though. But I'm talking about like she fits him more because of like the opposite attract. In my opinion, I think she would be better off with him
Yeah,
because
I
she's
don't
always
know.
gonna like continue off of her life with the what if factor.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
then if you're
I
gonna live
don't
your
think
life
so.
being with the
Yeah, I don't think
no
I don't
no
know who I would want her with, honestly, but I don't know. I don't know who she would be best with. And I don't know who the other girls would be best with either. Or the guys, because it's just like there's so many similarities to me with kind of like I think they pick guys too for this show that kind of have similar personalities. I think Jin's kind of the only one that's different, and everybody else kind of the same. Just like in
Exactly.
season one,
Yes.
Jin,
Mm-hmm.
our our Taylor
They
from season
were
one, he was
so
the only one that stood
versatile.
out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just
yeah
feel season 2, female and male are so bleh, like
Yes.
so like
Yeah.
the same.
Yep.
They're
Totally.
they're not like they don't really have that much of like a sparks in them
Yes.
compared to season 1. They were so different.
Yep.
Like,
Charisma, you mean?
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
also, but
Yeah,
I
agree, Rosalie. They don't have a lot of charisma. Yeah,
and I just feel they all are the same kind of people. So it's like, that's why Nadine has a problem too. Because like, she has a person, I feel her personality is so like out there, but she needs to time herself.
Yep.
Because like, she's not fitting it. But if everyone was like kind of like different like personality, she will be able to like spark up a little bit more. That's why I'm more sad about.
Yeah.
I feel they try to like, they really, season 2 was like, oh, season 1 worked so much. Was such a great deal. Let's try a season 2.
Yeah.
But with less effort, because you know that people will apply, and we just like go with the best feature, the best money, the best title, the best name, and let's put them there.
Yep, I totally.
My prediction is that we already know who the first place guy is going with, right? Because he already made up his mind. Then the second place, we already know he's gonna pick Sulky because he already confessed his poetry boy, right? And then for which brings Jins to third place because he got third place.
Who's first place?
I already
Who's the first
know.
place guy?
He already has a girl.
Who? Which
the one that he was the one who turned down Zoe. He turned her down.
Yeah, for the girl that have like hair here. She's always with Nadine too.
Oh,
yeah, she's
okay.
Yeah. Oh, so Ian. You're already gonna go with Ian.
I mean, I think both of them are the couple that I feel like they click the most, like out of the blue, because like even when they are in the Inferno and not in Paradise, they hang out together, and they chill. And like the way that like she hacked when Zoe told her, like she obviously knows, and the way she was like, just go for yourself, girl. Like just do what you need to do. Like I'm confident enough, and I know that him and I have that conversation. I feel like both of them are nice, but for me, I'm very confused about Soki because, like, you know, when Jin went to Paradise in the last episode, they were like having dinner in time, and they took like pictures together, and she kind of led him to be more friendly and more like.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, she looks at him more of an emotional support. But
after that match, I don't know. After wrestling, each show is kind of like male alpha side that we didn't see. Like we saw his sweet emotional side, his listener side, but we didn't saw him like being like male alpha. But after that, we saw it, and she like I feel like you can see like she was like torn between them. She was like, oh fuck, like, and probably turned on by it. Like 2 men fights for me. It's kind of like damn. I wish.
Yeah. I think she kind of took it as Jen's just going in and killing everyone. I don't think she, because the way I looked at it, I was like, this guy is just attacking everyone. I don't think he's fighting for Soki. He's just attacking everyone.
No, but for Soki eyes, I'm talking about her. Yeah. She's like, oh, 2 men, like the 2 men that like one I really likes and the one that he likes me fighting each other, like kind of hot.
It's been really good to see them pick different types of like girls and guys, you know, who are just have different looks.
That's what I was gonna say. I could tell that Jen's gonna end up picking Nadine. Yeah, so, I could tell that Jen's gonna pick Nadine for the.
She's the only one that's different to me in here. Just like the boxer girl to me was the one that was different in the first season. Like she's the only one that stands out that's different, and everybody else, it's just there's so much of a cookie cutter. But when you look at Korean culture and like what really happens and like K-dramas and everything else, it's kind of it falls in sync, right, with the look, the style, the dress, the way you talk, the way you act. Because I would have loved to have seen like more footage, what happens on Inferno when those guys go to paradise. But everybody's so worried about who is in paradise. Shit, you didn't even enjoy all the fucking time you had with everybody there on Inferno. I would have been like,
You did in the last episode. They had
like
fireworks, they had pork belly,
but
they
I'm
had...
talking about
I
like
mean-
I would have been like, let me go hang out with somebody. You know?
Yeah,
It's
exactly. To
nighttime.
make their
It's like,
yeah.
let's go walk the beach together, go sit by the fire together, do something without everybody else. I would have snatched somebody up and been like,
To make your
Let's-
own
let's
paradise
go.
in a way that
Yes.
to date.
make your own
Yeah,
paradise.
exactly.
Yeah.
Will you do it?
Huh?
Will
What?
you go?
Will I
Like
go?
if Netflix production approach you and be like,
Oh my God, no. There's no way. I would
If there was
not.
a single Inferno America,
Oh my gosh, no. The reason
North America, I have to say North America because you're from Canada. So then, I mean, yeah, how the fuck, yeah, that shit would be fucking hysterical.
American and Canadian one. I would.
Oh my god!
Here's why.
Imagine.
Well, actually, wait. Let me not say no. I might go because all the stuff that you get to do is so much fun. Like I would have too much fun. I don't care whether I get anybody or not. I don't even care if anybody likes me or not. I would definitely like have a blast. I would just love because I like being around people. So I
For the
would go
experience.
for that. Yeah, I would go for the experience.
I would ship someone. I want to ship Jay. I was like, I know that you guys validated me and sent me in, right? But can I send my friend instead? I just want to see what he'll do. Because I can't sign Ang, but Ang wouldn't be that interesting to send. Oh, I would send Dan.
oh, Dan?
Yeah, I would send Dan. Yeah, I would send Dan because he's most likely like the more interesting character to send. It's either Dan or Jay I would send. Because if I send me, nah, that'll be like, could you imagine your girls being in single Inferno on day 4, I show up?
Kay's
We're
gonna
like,
come in and just start like going to
Yo, what's
everybody.
poppin'?
What's your name?
Brand
Okay,
new
yeah.
dick just
I'm
popped
sorry.
in.
Hold on, babe. Hang on. Let me go over here. What is your name? Yeah, let's get to know each other.
Yo, what's your name?
He would make his rounds like within the hour.
Said that
It's
you
gonna
have
be
15 minutes with me, you better make it
Gentry.
interesting. Yeah. What do you mean I can't have alcohol?
I would definitely go for the fun, just because it'd be fun. And if something comes out of that, great. If not, I'm good. Like it's like I think that some of the girls on there are kind of desperate, for lack of a better way to say that. It doesn't matter how beautiful or whatever you got going on. I think a lot of them really needed this show because they may not actually, their dating life might not be that great. You know, they may not have the choices because especially in Korea, like it's more women than men. Like the competition is fucking high. Like no matter what, like you don't
What the
have.
fuck am I still doing here? Let me go then.
Right. Get out of here, Kay. Go get your girl. But yeah, it's super high for the women, which means you have to be even prettier, have even more money. You've got to like have everything that's popping on what you see in like on TV or whatever, or on social. And that's more pressure. Like you have way too much pressure over there. So yeah, that I would go for the fun of it though. I would totally just be on there to have fun. And just to cause
I would
chaos.
go.
I would love to go cause
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I
cause
would
some
go just to
trouble.
fuck shit up.
I would totally flirt my ass off and be like, yeah, but not interested in anybody.
I would go and use the same line on every girl just so they could tell each other. He said that to me too. He said that I was beautiful and very unique, and he never met a girl like me before.
Oh my god!
What if somebody says, "I choose nobody"? Oh my gosh, I would love that. Please, somebody not choose anybody. I don't. There's nobody here. I want to leave.
I'm gonna go and practice safe sex and fuck myself.
I've always wondered that. Like even with Paradise, what if somebody said, "I don't want to go with anybody. I would go with myself." I got to get away from everybody.
I feel like this one right here, right? Instead of remember how like it was like the guy had to go up to the girl of their choice at the end of season 1, right? I feel like this season should be the other way around. The girl had to go up to the guy of their choice.
Ooh,
because
nice.
I just want to see Jen standing there Just like fucking like almost the whole cast. He's like, oh shit, there's 5 of you.
All the other guys' pride would be totally deflated. Like that, they're
Yeah,
all looking, and all the
they're like,
girls go over
damn.
to him. That'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Then all the guys wouldn't even know
It would
what
be
to do.
it would be fucking funny. Well, Gia did it. Gia had like 3 guys standing there. And she was like, oh damn.
Yeah, she ate it up.
Yeah.
She ate it up for
Yeah.
her season.
Mm-hmm. So for this one, it would be funny if they had the guys stand at the beach instead.
Oh.
And then just like had Jin at the very end, so the girls had to walk past by all of them to all walk to Jin and had Jin choose. If I was the director, that's what I would have done.
Jin will be like, next.
That's so good. I love that.
I appreciate it.
I would put Jin at the very end.
I'm not, yeah. Thank you. But no, just keep walking. That would be horrible.
Yeah, because they do that. They walk by each one, says thank you so much, and then they walk past by him. I was like, why would you have them stop by and thank them?
Because some of the guys were in different places. The people were in like, the little like canopy, whatever, that area where they go talk and sit at the table or swing or whatever. Somebody was over there. Wasn't that Moon? Moon had to go over there to that other area.
Oh yeah, you had to walk past by both of the girls that he rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to walk by both of the girls. That shit hurt. That shit must have hurt. I would have done the same shit. Put Jen, I'm telling you, just put Jen at the end. And just watch as every girl just kept walking to him. And then for the last girl, I would pick Soki to walk up to him and then had her decide. Because that shit would be funny if she had to walk by the poetry guy and just thank him. And then continue walking. I'll be like, oh shit!
that is like super stressful because even though you know who you want, what if they don't want you? Like you don't really know until you get there. We all need to like DM each other when it starts, because in 2 days I'm totally gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have to see, because everything could change on this next episode. We still have
exactly
before the end.
2. Exactly.
Yep.
We have 2 episodes left.
That's right.
So yeah,
we don't know what's gonna happen.
No, I'm really curious about this.
Yeah. Should we come back and do like a grand finale short episode?
Yep.
Why not? I'm not down for it.
Totally have to. I've seen other people posting about Singles Inferno on TikTok and everything. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
I can't wait till we do ours. Yep.
Yeah, we'll be back and do a grand finale. Yes. Final thoughts.
Yes.
Of the Jin Inferno.
Yeah.
The Jin Inferno.
It's all about Jin, everybody. Right?
It's all about Jin and I guess Soki, I guess. But yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, you want? All right. You guys want to make a prediction? Who do you make one couple prediction? Only just one couple. One couple.
A prediction or a hope?
Prediction. Or a hope if you want. Yeah, you can put it. One couple.
Hard.
I think Jen will end up with Nadine.
I want Jen to end up with Nadine.
Because if this was scripted, they would put Soki with the poetry guy. Just because the last season, they don't want to cause trouble with the way it is.
Right.
So they would think it's right to do it that way because they're going by ratings and views. Right? Even though that's because if it's scripted. So it's fucked up, but that's if it's scripted.
Right.
So I think Jen is going to end up with Nadine if it's scripted correctly. If it's scripted. That's what I'm saying. That's not what I personally want, but I'm saying if I would have guessed that this show is scripted like that, it would end up that way. Because she's going to end up being with Poetry Guy. Soki's going to end up being with Poetry Guy if it's scripted correctly that way. That's my prediction. Jen and Nadine. That's my prediction.
For me, I really wish and hope for Zoe to finish with the Taylor guy. Like I find them so cute together.
Yeah.
Like I really like she deserved to be loved and treated the way like she does. So that's why.
So Soki with Poetry Guy?
No. Sohee with the Taylor guy.
Oh, Sohee with the Taylor guy.
Yeah.
Jinte.
Okay.
Yeah,
TJ.
I would love to see Jen and Nadine together only because I think they would have fun. But I feel like there's just going to be some kind of crazy ringer. Like, what if Jen just says he doesn't want anybody? That would be hilarious to me. But I think that they would be good together because I think Soki needs to be with somebody who really wants to be with her for like long term. I don't think Jen is like in it for long term, and I don't think Nadine is. That's why I think,
I don't think he
yeah.
thinks that far ahead.
Mood, mood,
Remember,
mood.
she's good. She's from your area now. She's in your area.
Oh!
No, I said Jen doesn't think that far ahead.
Oh, Jen, I thought you
Nadine's
said
in my
Nadine.
area,
Oh,
but like,
okay.
yeah. I don't think Jen thinks that far ahead. Nadine thinks
Mm.
really far ahead. She's very planned out. Nadine, I'm still single. If you ever want to, just slide in
Right.
my DM.
Nadine, come on
If you
through.
want, we can meet up. I know you're in Harvard. You're right next to me, anyways. I'll be there in like 20 minutes. My car. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my prediction. That would be, we'll see. That's
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll be back for after the finale to
final
give our
thoughts.
final thoughts and opinion.
Yep.
And
Yes.
it's all right, girls. You girls want to sign off? Go for it.
Okay. All right. Hey, it's been great, everybody. Once again, this is Q from the Blasian Badass podcast, and you can follow me on all my social at Q the Blasian Badass.
All right. That was Rosaly from Rosaly. I don't have any other.
You could have said Rosalie from In the Great Podcast. You're a co-host on here too. I
Promote your
forgot.
Twitch, Discord, shoot y'all.
Yeah, from
Yeah, for
Twitch,
sure.
She be out
You
there
can
on the
follow.
lives.
You can follow me every Friday. I'm doing Tipsy Friday on Twitch. My handle is ROZEALY. You can also follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm the most active. You can see my thirst trap there. Very proud of them. Like on their side boobs picture and stuff.
Oh shit.
Anyway, or you can follow me on IG at ROZELY_. Under that, guys, I'm coming back. I'm coming back from to be more active on the podcast, and I'm really excited and very happy for 2023. And I hope all our listeners and Happy New Year, even though it's gonna be post a month later. I just wish them a fucking great year.
Right.
It's the water rabbit year, so we need to let it go from the last year. So yeah,
Yes.
peace out.
In the words of Jay, don't come too fast or I'm coming for the ass. Jay would probably say something stupid like, you ain't got no hoes if you ain't putting Inferno. But something like that. Jay would say some shit like that. But from me, remember listeners to Integrate Podcast to always stay great. Beep. Okay. Remember to stay in here.
Right. So